That shift in tone isn't just one player softening her stance. Breanna Stewart, one of the most influential voices in the WNBA Players Association, is publicly signaling that the players are finally putting on their business hats. When Stewart talks about moving quickly because missed games mean less money under a revenue-sharing model, it represents a major shift in the dynamics of these negotiations. Behind the scenes, the public narrative around the CBA talks has been divided. Half of the fans arguing that the players' demands don't match economic reality, and the other half insisting the billionaire owners should just pay up. What Stewart's comments reveal is that even the players are beginning to question whether their approach may have been too aggressive. Now that's interesting. Breanna Stewart using the phrase, "This is a business now," as if the WNBA wasn't already a business. And she isn't wrong to frame it that way, because some of the behavior we've seen from players suggests they haven't always treated it like one. Take Stewart sitting out games in Connecticut after being benched, or DJI Carrington skipping the final game against Indiana in September 2024, moves that looked more like protests over roles than legitimate absences. Decisions like these make sense from a respect or ego perspective, but they don't align with revenue sharing or business partnerships. Stewart acknowledging this shift is significant because she isn't just any player. She's a two-time WNBA champion, two-time Finals MVP, and one of the faces of the league. When she says players need to compromise and think like business owners, it carries serious weight in the locker room. According to ESPN's February 6th reporting, the league's revised proposal included major concessions on housing standards and facility upgrades, but still didn't budge meaningfully on revenue-sharing percentages. An anonymous player survey from ESPN reveals exactly where the WNBPA stands right now. One player rated her confidence in a full season at maybe 6 or 7 out of 10, saying she thinks the season will happen, but isn't sure it will be complete. Keep in mind, this was February 2025, and the league still hadn't finalized a CBA, with training camp scheduled to start in April. But the quote that really matters came from another player. "I feel like we're asking for a lot. I know we deserve it, but at the same time, it feels like we're getting kind of greedy. We're doing a lot of asking. I feel like we need to do a lot of doing." This wasn't a media critique. It came from inside the Players Association itself, highlighting the tension building throughout these negotiations. The players are pushing for a revenue-sharing model like the NBA's, where athletes get roughly 50% of basketball-related income, but the WNBA's financial reality is very different. Over its 28-year history, the league has only turned a profit in isolated years. The 2024 season saw massive growth, fueled by stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Ree, with attendance up 38% and viewership breaking records. Yet, one successful season doesn't erase decades of operating in the red. They're going to help. And this is where Unrivaled factors into the CBA negotiations. Whether Alex Becker wants to admit it or not, he stepped forward in February to shut down the narrative that Unrivaled is trying to compete with the WNBA, emphasizing that they actually want the CBA finalized because the league's success directly fuels Unrivaled's growth. He's not wrong. Unrivaled draws its star power from WNBA players, and casual fans discover these athletes through the WNBA season, not through 3-on-3 basketball in January. But there's a conflict of interest that few want to confront openly. Multiple players involved in the CBA negotiations have financial stakes in Unrivaled. Breanna Stewart is one, Nafisa Collier is another. For those who want to follow every twist in this story, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the breakdown when the deal is finally announced.